Trouble Busters!
I'm Akashi. I only just became an adult. I'm fresh out of the oven. That fateful day, I had overtime, so by the time I could go home, it was the middle of the night. Yes, I'm lucky. It was raining a few minutes ago, but it's finally stopped. Just as I was walking along the wet pavement, I realized that a dirty, middle-aged man was walking towards me. Excuse me, sir. Yes? What is it? I'm sorry to ask you this, even though we've never met before, but can you lend me some money? Even if it's just a little bit? Huh? Money? I'm sorry. I know I'm asking the impossible. The truth is, I had my wallet and my phone stolen a few minutes ago. I chased after the thief, but I slipped. And here I am. That's terrible. And how about we go to the police? There's a station nearby. I can take you there. I'd like to, but for personal reasons, I can't go to the police. I can't rely on my family. I only need a little bit. I swear I will pay you back. The man bowed his head many times, begging for some money. It seemed like he really was in trouble. And even though he was covered in mud, he was wearing a very expensive-looking suit, and he seemed like quite a gentleman. He didn't seem to be the deceptive type. He seemed really kind and honest. There's a saying about helping each other in times of trouble, too. Okay, then is it enough if I give you the money to go back home? Thank you very much. I can make the last train if I have $10. I checked my wallet, and I realized that today of all days, I didn't have a $10 note, or a $20, or a $50. I only had a $100 note. Hamilton, Jackson, Grant, weren't you my friends? You said you'd always be by my side. I agonized, but I'd already said I would lend the man money. I had no choice but to give Benjamin Franklin away. Goodbye, Ben. You were a great guy. I won't forget you. Ever. What? $100? I can't take this much. It's okay. Please take it. And put it away. Fast. So I can't see it. You're starting to sound like a robot. Are you sure you're okay? I'm okay. I really am. The man thanked me many times and said he would definitely return it. So I gave him my name, address, and phone number. I swear, I'll pay you back. I owe you. To be honest, I didn't think I'd ever see my money again. But they say, do good for others, and good will come back to you. I'm sure some good karma will come my way. When I wake up tomorrow, my room might be filled to the brim with $100 notes. The next morning, I got a call from a number I didn't know. Hello, who's this? Hello? You lent me $100 last night. Thank you for your help. Oh, the man from yesterday. Did you get home? I hope you didn't get a cold. Yes, thanks to you, I was fine. I want to return your money to you straight away. Is it possible for you to come by? I'll send a car to collect you. The man said that he wanted me to visit him, so that he could return the money. He said that he would send a car, so that I wouldn't have to pay transport fees. I wondered why he didn't come in the car to hand me the money himself, but apparently he couldn't do that. It was quite strange, but I wanted to get Ben back as soon as possible, so I agreed. A few hours later, a black luxury car came and stopped outside my house. Whoa! It's an import! So cool! You must be Mr. Akashi. Please, make yourself comfortable. Okay, can I really sit in the car? Should I take off my shoes? Please, sit. I got into the car and was driven to the man's house. The driver was pretty scary looking. I was taken to an office in a building. So this is where the man is. His clothes look pretty expensive, so he might be the CEO of a big company. Please, go in. Okay, pardon me. The man was waiting for me. Mr. Akashi, thank you for helping last night. You really saved me. It was the least I could do. I'm glad you're okay. I'm sorry I called you all this way just to thank you. Here's the money I lent from you. The man pulled out a large briefcase. What's this? The man opened the briefcase, and I could see that it was packed with $100 notes. It was like a scene in a hostage movie. What? There's so many Bens! I felt it would be suspicious to open the briefcase outside your home, so I called you here. Please accept this. No, no, no. No way. I can't accept this much. I only need $100. I realized that this was a very strange situation. My legs couldn't stop shaking with the army of Bens in front of me. My sweat was pouring like Niagara Falls. I could easily model for an antiperspirant commercial. Please accept it. Otherwise, I can't forgive myself. I really don't need it. I swear, $100 is enough. Only magic can turn $100 into a fortune like this. Please accept it. I can't split these guys up. They get very lonely. Don't you feel sorry for them? Don't appeal to my feelings. They're not pets. We argued for a while, but finally, it was decided that I would only take $100. I understand, Mr. Akashi. You're a very honest man. But I really would like to return the favor. So whenever you're in trouble, please call me. The man gave me his business card. Boss of the Trouble Gang? I finally understood everything. This kind-looking man was the boss of a mafia gang. I smiled to hide my anxiousness and rushed to leave the building. He told me to contact him if I was ever in trouble, but I didn't have the guts to ask a guy in the mafia business for help. Then, a few years later, I'd almost completely forgotten about those events. I had a girlfriend called Hikari, and we were thinking about getting married. But one day, something terrible happened to Hikari. Her parents had become the victims of a con and had lost a large amount of money.
What should I do? We called the police, but they say that it might be difficult to find the con artists.
How cowardly can they be? And they made you cry too. It's been a horrible day.
My parents have been saving up a little money to help pay for the wedding.
As I comforted Hikari, I remembered the business card that I had been given. He said that I could call him if I was ever in trouble. It had been years, and I knew that he might have forgotten about me. But even so, I tried calling the number that was written on the business card. I won't forgive the guys that made Hikari cry! It's time for the Trouble Busters! Yes, this is the boss. You introduce yourself as the boss? I'm sorry to call you suddenly. My name is Akashi. Do you remember me? The man thought for a second, but when I told him about having lent him money a few years back, he remembered everything. You're the man that lent me $100! Of course I remember you! I'm sorry to call you out of the blue. To tell you the truth, I've had some trouble. When I told him about Hikari's parents, he said, "Got it, leave it all to me," and ended the phone call. I wondered if it meant he would help us. A few days later, when we were watching TV, we heard the news that a group of con artists had been arrested. The people charged with the crime looked like the typical bad guys, and for some reason, just like in the movies, they all looked bruised and dirty. Whoa! These guys looked like they were in a pretty big fight with all those injuries. I wonder if they had a falling out or something.
Hey, I got a massage from my parents. They say that these are the guys that deceived them.
No way! But it's a good thing they were caught.
Yeah, but the police are saying it'd be difficult to catch them. I wonder why they were arrested so quickly.
Maybe. I tried calling the boss again. Hello? This is the boss. Hello? It's Akashi. I'm sorry to bother you so many times. I just wanted to ask you something. Go ahead, but there are some things I can't say. It's about the thing I asked the other day. I can't tell you. Huh? I'm not saying. Oh, really? I got scared, so I decided to leave it at that. By the way, your girlfriend's parents lost a lot of money, didn't they? Yes, the culprit was caught, but apparently we don't know if we'll be able to get it back. If you don't mind, would you come visit me at my office? I went to visit the man once more. It had been a few years since I last saw them, but the boss was still as kind and polite as ever. It's good to see you! Have you been well? Yes, I'm glad to see you're looking well too, boss. Mr. Akashi, I made sure to discipline the people involved in your incident. Thank you very much. I wonder what he did. Well, they've been annoying me for a while now. It was the perfect chance for me to deal with them. Oh, really? I'm glad! I wonder what he means, but maybe I don't want to know. I'm sorry to have called you out again, but would you accept the money that you rejected before? Huh? Why are you saying that now? Again? I thought that was already over. Your girlfriend's parents lost a lot of money, didn't they? I don't know if it'll be enough, but I hope that this will make up for at least a fraction of it. I can't do that! Mr. Akashi, you don't need to feel any debt. The money they lost must have been very important to them. Yes, it seems that my girlfriend's parents have been saving up for our wedding. Then this is my wedding present to you. Please accept it. What? I wasn't sure what to do, but he had been so kind to me, and I couldn't say no to him any longer. Thank you very much. Then I'll accept this as a present. The boss had a smile on his face. The driver escorted me home again. I don't think I'll ever feel so nervous on a drive ever again. Hikari was really shocked by the army of bens I had brought home.
What happened? Did you sell your organs or something?
Well, the truth is, Hikari was even more surprised when she heard my story. And the money I had received from the boss was way more than what Hikari's parents had lost. We were eternally grateful to the boss and swore that we would spend the money carefully. After a while, we finally got married. We owed so much to him, so we thought of inviting the boss to our wedding, but it'll only cause trouble for you if someone like me is there, so please, accept just my congratulations. He politely turned down our offer. He didn't come to the wedding, but instead, on the day of the wedding, he sent us enough red roses to fill the venue. It came with a card saying, "From the Godfather," and Hikari and I laughed about it, saying that it was because he's the boss. I still wondered what happened when those con artists were arrested. It's scary imagining it. But I guess all's well that ends well. Trouble Busters!
Trouble Busters!
My name's Heather. I'm a single mother and I live with my daughter, Marie. There's a mother's group that I spend time with, but I'm having a hard time with one mother there. She's called Katie. Katie's husband is a successful businessman. Because of that, she's always trying to one-up everyone by flaunting her luxurious lifestyle. One day, I was just throwing out the trash when Katie passed by and started talking to me. Good morning, Heather. Are you out here throwing away trash? Hello, Katie. Yes, I am. Oh, you have so little trash to throw away. I'm jealous. Maybe it's because my house is so big, but we end up throwing away so much trash all the time. Oh, I see. Our garden's huge too, so we always have to rake the leaves and throw them away as well. I guess you don't have many things to buy either. That's why you don't have to throw much away. I'd never be able to live so minimalistic. Then I guess you don't have to. Just like this, every time Katie opens her mouth, all she does is talk about how rich she is. By the way, we're all thinking of meeting up for a barbecue lunch, but I was wondering if you'd be okay. Why would I not be okay? We're going to the restaurant I always go to, but now that I think about it, it might be a little expensive for normal people. Sorry, I didn't think about how much it would cost. I don't really think about the cost of things when I make decisions. Is it that expensive? Well, not for me, but considering you're a single mother, if it's too expensive, don't worry about it. You can come again some other time. It's seriously okay if you can't make it. I think I'll be able to make it, but when is the lunch scheduled for? On Saturday, our husbands are going to look after the children, so us mothers can enjoy a delicious, relaxing lunch. Oh, but I guess that'll be difficult for you, since you don't have a husband to look after your child. Katie knew exactly what she was doing. She scheduled the lunch on Saturday because she knew I'd have to stay home and look after Marie. On top of already knowing that I wouldn't be able to make it, she came by just to rub it in. Go drown in a pile of leaves. As you pointed out, I have to look after Marie on weekends, so I won't be able to make it this time. Just as I thought. Don't worry though, we'll have fun on your behalf. I'll bring you back the scent of the barbecue as a present. No thanks. Just like that, Katie left. Did she really only come around to show off? Saturday came around and I was spending time at home with Marie. For lunch today, how about we go eat barbecue?
Barbecue? Yes! I wanted to eat meat.
It's not that I needed to get back at Katie, but after all that talk about barbecues, it made me want to eat some. So Marie and I headed for a barbecue restaurant.
I'm so excited to eat meat!
Barbecue Dojian. Let's go here. Once we got into the restaurant, we realized that the mothers group was eating here too. It looks like we chose the same place. No way, Heather. What are you doing here? We came to eat barbecue. What else would we be doing here? This is an expensive restaurant, though. Are you okay? Are you sure you haven't made a mistake? You haven't ordered yet, so it's not too late to leave. Katie, thanks for your concern, but I haven't made a mistake, so it's fine. Are you going to order the cheapest dish and share it together? That would be so rude. The restaurant staff might kick you out if you do that. You're so annoying. Our table's over there, so see you later. We got to our table, but Katie kept checking on us. She'd look at us, then whisper something to the other mothers. I was fed up at this point, so in a loud voice, I ordered 2 servings of the most expensive dish on the menu.
It looks so good!
Dig in, Marie. Wait a second, Heather. That's the most expensive dish on the menu. Are you sure you're okay with ordering that? That there's probably 1 week's worth of food expenses for a single mother like you, right? Don't scare me like that. Even as a single mother, I can afford at least this much. Is that what you came all the way over here to say? Liar! You don't have to show off like that. Don't even bother trying to compete with us. You know you'll just lose. Why do you keep bothering us? Why don't you go back to your own table and finish your lunch? All your meat will get burnt if you're not careful. With that, Katie finally went back to her table, but I overheard her saying to the other mothers, Heather's so poor, but she ordered the most expensive dish to try to show off to us. Maybe she's working nights, if you know what I mean. Or she has a sugar daddy. As a single mother, there's no way she can afford such an expensive lunch. She didn't realize that I could hear everything she was saying. I couldn't take it anymore. I know I shouldn't stoop down to Katie's level, but she needed to be taught a lesson. There's no way she's getting away with this. Trouble busters! I don't think we could possibly eat anymore, so do you want to get going?
Yes, I'm stuffed.
Oh, looks like your stomach can't handle expensive meat. Stop slithering out of nowhere like wet noodles. It's creepy. Are you sure you have enough money to pay for your meal? Don't do anything embarrassing like ask me to lend you money, okay? I'm absolutely fine. After all, I have this. Why do you have a platinum credit card? Are you okay? You sound like a scratched record. This is my card.
Thank you. Here's your card.
No, there's no way you'd have such a card. Did you steal it, you thief? Look, my name's on it.
Why are these people arguing in front of the cashier? There aren't other people around, so it's okay, but...
But how could a single mother living in an apartment own such a card? It doesn't make any sense. I guess you didn't know, but the apartment building that I live in was built by my late husband. He also single-handedly built 2 other apartments in his name. Are you talking about some video game? No, look at this. I showed Katie some photos in my phone.
Obnoxious rich mom versus platinum credit card mom. Fight!
The photos were of my late husband, Marie, and I standing in front of the apartment building I now live in while it was under construction. We took photos while the apartment was still under construction. Soon after the construction was completed, though, my husband passed away. My husband was a successful businessman, and he was in charge of constructing a lot of new apartments. In his field, he was quite well known, but his passion for work took a toll on his body, and he sadly passed away. He made this card for me when he was still alive. That's why I always carry it with me. Oh! The apartment I live in now holds so many memories of him. That's why I don't want to move out.
I can't take it anymore. How bittersweet.
Be poor because I'm a single mother, but because of my late husband, fortunately, I'm not. I had no idea about your late husband. That's because, unlike someone, I don't go around talking about superficial things.
That's a knockout! Platinum credit card mom wins!
I'm sorry about all this.
No worries, ma'am. I was actually thoroughly entertained. Here you go. Have a candy, little one.
Thank you.
Well, we better be off. Katie, let me know if you're ever interested in living in one of my apartments. Katie was too stunned to speak as we left.
Would you also like to pay? Hello?
The other mothers had seen what had happened between Katie and I. I didn't want to have to flaunt the superficial things I have, but I got to see Katie stumped, which was more than I could ask for. After that, 2 things greatly changed around me. One was that all the mothers couldn't stop talking about how my husband had built and owned 3 apartment buildings. The mothers that were at the barbecue restaurant seemed to have been spreading the story. I didn't really mind it, but because of this, I did have some mothers trying to suck up to me, which was kind of awkward. The other big change was that Katie got divorced. It turns out that Katie would recklessly spend money on things like sports goods, spas, and getting her nails done. Apparently, her husband wasn't a fan of her spending habits, also of her consistently flaunting her luxurious lifestyle. It was exactly that kind of behavior that drove him away. Even though Katie was the richest out of all the mothers in our group, all her wealth came from her husband. So after they got divorced, obviously things changed greatly for her. One day, I bumped into Katie outside my apartment. Katie, what are you doing here? It's none of your business! It was obvious Katie didn't have as much money as before. She no longer wore excessive jewelry or carried brand goods. That's a big bag you have there. What's in it? I said it's none of your business. With that, Katie ran away clutching that big bag. I could tell something was off. A few days later, I found out exactly what's going on. It turned out that Katie had snuck into her ex-husband's house and stolen money and precious items. Even after divorce, she couldn't let go of her previous luxurious lifestyle. Yet she wouldn't work, so she ended up using up all her money just like that. She begged her ex-husband for more money, but he refused to give her any. So she resorted to stealing from him, according to Katie. These are all my things. We just got divorced, so I was just taking my things out of his house. But she'd obviously taken some of his belongings too, so she was swiftly arrested. Wasn't it you who earlier accused me of being a thief? I knew I had to teach her a lesson, but I didn't think things would turn out like this. Marie and I are still happily living in the apartment my late husband built for us. If you walk over everyone and only care about superficial things, like Katie, you're likely to meet a bitter end. Marie and I are still grateful for all the little things and the time we got to spend together. Trouble Busters!
Trouble Busters!
My name is Marcy. I live with my husband Alan and my 5-year-old daughter Mira. My husband is the one who takes childcare very seriously. Even when he's exhausted from work, he would always look after Mira on his days off. And he even started to go to a cooking class just for his little girl. To be honest, a part of me hoped for more of his attention, but I was very satisfied with my life. To have a stable home with a wonderful husband and a beautiful daughter. One day, I was going to a nearby supermarket to get some groceries. I'm going to get a few things. Would you like me to buy something you want?
You want something, Mira, honey?
I want to eat Screamin' Dill Pickle Pringles.
What an out-of-left-field choice.
Aw, and I love you for being out of left field sometimes.
Wowzers. Then I'll get you some of those Screamin' Dill Pickle Pringles, too.
Off you go. Be careful with cars.
Don't forget the Pringles.
All right, I'm off. It's not uncommon that I bump into my friend Clara at the supermarket. The usual would be an exchange of info of which products are on sale that day, or something else for other supermarkets. Her husband is currently working overseas, and her child is the same age as Mira. The cabbage at the veggie store in front of the station is cheaper today. Really? Thanks. I'll have to look there later today. A loving family, along with kind friends, I thought this happy life would go on forever. However, it happened as I was walking home after I was done shopping. Everything was cheap today. La la la. Oh, hell. Forgot about the Pringles. All right, I'll just hurry back. The traffic light turned green and I was about to cross the road when... What? I was suddenly hit by a car that barreled down the road at an alarming speed. Next time I opened my eyes, I was on a bed in the hospital.
Marcy!
Mommy!
Oh, God. Oh, the miracle!
Mommy!
Oh, Pringles. They were both beside themselves with relief, but I was that clueless. I thought I'd warped into another world as I was heading home after shopping. According to the doctor who took care of me, when I was transported as I was unconscious, and at the blurry threshold between life and death, my skull was broken and countless bones throughout my body were snapped too. In a nutshell, I was in quite a bad state.
It was apparently due to the elderly carelessness regarding traffic lights. You were in such a horrific state. The fact that your life was saved is nothing short of a miracle. You really did pull through, Miss Marcy. Such is my strong, strong love. Oh, I'm glad. By the way, will there be any after effects of the injuries? It all depends on how well the rehab works out. If Miss Marcy here really does her best with the rehab, it may be slightly deteriorated compared to before, but it should be alright. No need to worry. Thank you so much. Let's do our best with rehab, alright?
Yeah, and so my life of rehab with my husband at my side began. I couldn't ask my parents to take care of my daughter, what with them living so far away. So while Alan went to work, I had Mira under the protection of Miss Clara. She herself accepted warmly after she knew what had happened. Such a kind person. All I could think about was seeing my daughter again, so I focused all of my energy on the rehab sessions. And 3 months passed. Rehab was finished, and they gave me the thumbs up to go home. I was still in a wheelchair, but given some time, I would switch to crutches, and then I would slowly get back to walking normally again. Mira, I wonder if she missed me.
Oh, for sure, honey.
I'm home!
Go away, fake mommy. Go away.
What?
Mira, darling, what's gotten into you?
Did something happen when I wasn't here?
As far as I know, we live life as we usually did.
Alan and I were surprised at our daughter's sudden transformation. No matter how much I talked to her or approached her, she would always skedaddle away. Her strange behavior never changed after that. Mira, dear, I made some lunch. Mira!
I don't want to eat fake mommy's food.
What the heck's gotten into you?
Mira, snap out of it! How long are you gonna keep being rude to your mother?
Daddy protecting fake mommy? You're fake daddy now.
Even if Alan raised his voice over the matter, she never showed any sign of backing off. A few days later, something big happened. Hey, Alan?
What's wrong?
Do you know where the bag with all my medicine went?
No, I don't.
My belongings started to get misplaced more often. You don't think Mira's responsible for this?
Oh, no. It can't be!
However, I knew I'd struck a nail on the head. To our surprise, we found a huge amount of my belongings in her room. Well, this ain't good, no sir.
This has gone too far. Mira, come here right now! Why did you hide lots of Mommy's important stuff?
Because she's fake mommy.
What is it about Mommy that's fake? Answer me, Missy!
Because fake is fake.
All right then, get out of this house!
Hey now, wait a second.
Treating your own parents as fake is not okay! You're fake too, Mira! I don't remember raising my daughter like this!
Now that's going over the line, honey.
She'll never understand otherwise, honey!
Well, maybe.
Maybe I'll ask Mommy Clara then.
Huh? Miss Clara?
If fake mommy thinks she isn't fake, then Mommy Clara would know for sure. Can I have your phone, Daddy?
What's the meaning of this?
Now that I think about it, while you were in the hospital, Marcy, she apparently messaged Miss Clara a lot on my phone.
Hey, did you ever check what those messages said?
Nope.
You chowderhead! Let's have a look. Mira, dear, your mommy was taken away by some bad people.
She was?
Yes, she was. The woman that'll come home is a fake, and this is a friend of those bad people. She'll come home with lots of bandages all over her body, so be careful.
Why is she hiding?
It's so no one knows they're the bad guys. So you protect your daddy, okay?
Okay, protect Daddy.
And also, when fake mommy comes home, you tell her to get out, okay?
But that's mean.
It's not mean, dear. Be sure to tell her that every day until she leaves. If you don't, your real mommy will never come home.
Okay.
What a stupid Karen. And the fact you never noticed, Alan, you're simply a dumbass. Seeing this SMS transaction, our anger was just about ready to explode. Alan had been teaching her to read and write characters even before she went to elementary school. So even with some difficult words, it was easy enough for Mira to understand. Not to mention a few calls we found as we dug deeper. Showering my daughter with such lies. Inexcusable! Troublebusters! Alan and I decided to raid Miss Clara's home the next day. Hello? Mr. Allen and Miss Marcy? How can I help you?
We have something to ask you.
What's the meaning of the Snapchat transaction? What the hell were you thinking drowning poor Mia in lies like this? Oh my. This is just us continuing to play house. Don't you dare lie to us. Wait, what now? A tad too upset, aren't you? I heard it from Alan here. You seem to have invited him to dinner many times, Well, it seems he graciously declined you every time, and he told me you would say some nasty things about me each time he did. Too bad, though, because Alan loves me.
Indeed. I even tried to stop you from saying brutal things about my wife, but you wouldn't listen.
I never thought you'd be that kind of person. I don't want to see your face again. You're the one to blame. Huh? It's all that man's fault from the beginning. batting his eyelashes at me like I'm the CEO's daughter.
What the I never freaking did!
You're not fooling me. Asking me how I am all the time and putting his child under my care on purpose.
Olympic gold for overthinking. Holy shit! I only thought I could trust you because you're Marcy's friend!
It's you being suggestive like that that's a huge turnoff for me. Like hell, that's suggestive. If you really think that's the way, how about asking your other friends? Ask them if that's suggestive. And also, what did you talk about with Mira when you called her?
Answer honestly!
I only thought she wouldn't understand written characters, so I thought calling her would help. I told her to tell the fake mommy to get out. And I also taught her to erase the chat history so you'd never find out. I knew a 5-year-old wouldn't be able to pull it off. You criminal! Yeah, if you just left like I planned, Alan would be mine. Hogging all of his attention just because you got into an accident. Disgusting. She went on rambling, the most nonsensical bullshit ever known to mankind. But any sort of skirmish was avoided because of other nearby neighbors kindly intervening. It seems the loneliness from not having her husband beside her made her want to switch over to Alan, even though she had her own children. It hurts that parents like this exist at all, but apparently her child was completely oblivious to what was going on, so that was a relief to us. A few days later, a neighbor of hers who was acquainted with Miss Clara's husband contacted him, and he quickly came home from Japan and kindly apologized to us. He also said he'd pay any compensation, and we hesitated, but our daughter was brainwashed, so we accepted. He said he would later divorce Miss Clara and got custody over his child. These tidings soon spread across the neighborhood and beyond like wildfire, and Miss Clara couldn't step outside for a while, and people who seemed to be her parents were taking care of her child. The child has no fault whatsoever, so I hope they grow up well and strong. This was quite the depressing thing to happen, but I've decided to quickly forget about it and look to the future. We told Mira that I'm really her real mommy, and she forgot all about the fake mommy BS, perhaps because her young, enthusiastic brain updates quickly.
Mommy, I want some Screaming Dill Pickles Pringles.
I'll make sure to not be in an accident this time. I'ma protect that beautiful smile at all costs. Trouble Busters!
Trouble Busters!
My name is Midoriko. I live together with my husband, Akashi, and our 9-year-old son, Shu. It's not easy when you have kids in elementary school. School events and making friends with other moms and cooking healthy meals for the children. I'm glad I didn't think child rearing would be this hard. One day, Midoriko, can I ask you a favor again? Again? We have a child too, so I can have your kid left with me that often. It's fine. Just let the children play together. It'll be easy. But...
It's Takaru! Come on, let's play! Okay, this is how it's done. I don't understand.
Takeru is my sister-in-law's only son. He's turning 5 this year, and because his mother started a part-time job, he's sent to our house to get taken care of. At first I thought, I guess it's fine. And took him in, but if it's as often as it is now, it gets annoying. Takaru is a good kid, but Kanako isn't here yet. It's already late. I think it's about time she fetches her son.
Right. It's already 11 p.m. Something might have happened.
But she's asking us to take care of her son more frequently.
Her husband's work is not going that well, so she added more work hours.
I see.
Ah, a message from my sister.
She'll be late?
How could this be?
What? What happened all of a sudden?
My sister left Takaru and ran away.
Pardon?
It's a moonlight flit.
What? Moonlight flit?
I received a message saying that she won't be coming back for a long time.
A long time? What about her child? Takeru is still 5 years old.
In the meantime, take a look at the message she sent me.
Akashi, do you have a moment?
What's up?
I'm doing a moonlight flit with my husband, so please take care of Takeru.
Huh? What do you mean?
Actually, he damaged the company with one punch. Because of that, we're in a lot of debt, and we have no choice but to flee.
Seriously? I'll help you out with money, so just don't do that.
Oh, no need to do that. We'll be able to manage somehow if we flee.
That's not the point. What about Takeru?
I'll leave him to you to raise him.
How irresponsible.
That's all, so I'll leave him to you. Reading the messages, I was speechless. I can't believe she left her son and fled. How irresponsible. I pity Takeru. Akashi and I talked all night about what we're going to do with Takeru. In the end, we decided to raise Takeru as a member of our family.
Where's Mom?
Takeru, I have something to tell you.
What is it, Auntie?
Your mom and dad won't be able to come home for a while. That's why you'll live with us here until then. Understand?
For how long?
That's until you become a righteous hero.
A hero?
Your mom and dad brought you here to train with us, so that you'll become a stronger person. When you become a man of noble character.
Tears started to fall from Akashi's eyes. He did his best to say a white lie. Seeing him like that, I didn't know what to say. That's it? So, Takeru, are you ready to train with us?
Yes!
It might be a harsh ordeal for a 5-year-old, but he was born into this world. Akashi and I decided to take him in. The 4 of us will become a family. We're determined. We're troublebusters. Then, 13 years later, day after day, Kanako didn't come back for Takeru. Not even once. We don't even know if she's still alive. I'm home! Big bro, welcome home. Takeru, you're early today. Right, because we didn't have club activities today. Shu graduated from high school and is now working. On the other hand, Takeru is now in 3rd year high school. I'm exhausted. Here's your beer. Thank you. I wish I could drink beer. Jealous? Let's drink together when you're at the age to drink alcohol. Sure, big bro. What a pleasant scene. They've grown up as handsome young men. Come to think of it, isn't it time you think about your career path? What are you gonna do? I haven't decided yet. You need to decide soon. I know! What happened? No need to be so strong about it. Are you having trouble with something? No. You scratch your head when you're lying. You can talk to us about anything. Actually, I want to go to university. Really? Great! I will support you. But I'm not your true son, and you raised me to this point. I don't want to cause you any more trouble. No, don't say that. Shu and Akashi and I really think of you as a true member of our family. But... Right, Takeru, you need to do as you want. If you give up, the game will be over. Don't worry about tuition. Follow your dreams. Thank you. I will study hard to be accepted into university. Since then, Takeru studied very hard every day. Whether he was eating, or in the bath, or during bedtime, he continued to study. Then, in December, when exams were nearing, the intercom rang. I wonder who it is. Long time no see. I'm here for my son, Takeru. What? Kanako?
Big sis? What brought you here?
I came for Takeru. I thought that maybe he has about enough experience already.
No, this place is not what you think it is.
Anyway, I'm coming in.
Hey, wait! You're trespassing!
Takeru, I know you're there. I want to know how strong you've become. Takeru, you missed me, right? I already paid the debt. We'll be together from now on. Debt? What do you mean? Actually, your father and I escaped because we had a lot of debt. The company was out of business. I never thought he would drive the company out of business like that.
Can't you make it sound more nicely?
But I paid off all our debts, so we're fine now. Come home with me. But I want to be with everyone. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go home with you. Huh? They're not your real family. They told me they'll send me to university. University? What happened to your head? There are runes all over it. Sine, cosine, tangent? Is that some sort of surgical technique? Disgusting. Ugh, this thing from when I wrote in my notebook must have gotten on my hands. Exams are nearing, so I'm studying really hard. Oh, you scared the hell out of me. I thought you've become a sorcerer. Anyway, you don't need to attend university. What? You're probably just brainwashed by these people, so you're trying to become a good boy, right?
But brainwashed?
Hey, please don't say something weird. We didn't brainwash him. No, there's no way my son will say he wants to attend university. Because he's my good-for-nothing husband's son. There's no way Takeru would grow up as a good man. I'm glad you at least know that you're not a good person. Anyway, I want to go to university. And after I graduate, I want to repay my parents for everything they've done for me. But I'm your mother. Brainwashing causes memory loss? Oh no, brainwashing is really scary. Brainwash? We raised him normally. Then why does he hate me? Give me a convincing explanation in exactly 8 words. Of course, that's because you left him alone. Exactly 8 words. Left him alone? I left him to your care when I didn't want to. How dare you? Now let's go home, Takeru. I told you, I don't want to. I need you to work for me immediately. What do you mean? Actually, I still have a debt to pay, and I would be happy if he can work to pay it off. Didn't you mention earlier that you already paid off your debt? We already paid off my husband's debt, but I still have mine to pay off. That's why, Takeru, please work and help me pay off my debts. No, I don't want to. What are you saying? If you're my real mother, then you're supposed to support me. But instead, all you think of is yourself and how you can use me to your advantage. You're an eyesore. What are you saying? Yes, that's it. So please leave or else.
Don't come back here anymore.
Why are you all attacking me? I will sue all of you. Go ahead.
We will never let go of our son.
After that incident, Kanako came to our house several times and tried to take Takeru away with her. Lastly, she brought a bat with her and tried to hit us with it. Of course, we contacted the police and Kanako was arrested. I learned after she got arrested that she and her husband were already divorced. After the divorce, she worked part-time and went to host clubs. There, she got more in debt until she couldn't pay it off anymore. So, she came to take Takeru with her so he could work to pay off her debt. Now, Takeru has grown to become a responsible adult. He's a university student now.
This suit looks good on you.
Thanks, Dad. Let's go drink after this. Big bro, sure. This makes me so happy. If possible, my husband and I want to continue watching our son's growth. Trouble Busters!